Oh my god. Woo-wee. Yo, what's good, everyone? This is your man, TOGETHOR Cervantes, live from the spot. You already know, bringing you another shoe content. And I have the privilege finally talk about the Nike Kobe 6. But not just one pair, but actually two pairs. And I'm so honored to actually talk about the Dark Knight colorway and the Light Bulb colorway. So let's get into it right now, y'all. Oh shit. Alright, y'all, so as you can see, you know, this pair alone, or these two pairs alone actually, one color is really light, no pun intended, but then the other colorway is very dark. So I like to go, you know, the stuff of like mix and match sometimes, and I've done that once with these shoes. I think it was on Halloween of 2020, if I'm not mistaken. That one time when I mix and matched my pair, I remember that day. But I only did it once, and I don't regret that. But yes, you know, this two shoes that I have, you know, I got them from GOAT, and of course they are legit. I actually checked everything at the time, but unfortunately I didn't get the boxes for both of them, especially on the Dark Knight pair as well. For the Light Bulb pair, I got a white box, like I think it was the Air Max 720s or 270s. It was one of those boxes, but I'm about to show you right now. So this is the Dark Knight pair, as you guys can see. Very cool. The reptile skin on the shoes are so freaking amazing on these. Overall, Kobe 6's skin on any colorway, you know, when you're talking about the Grinches or the Chaos, right, the Del Sols, or I mean most of the colorways of the Kobe 6, by the way, are so damn fire. And then this is the white box that I got originally for the Kobe 6 light bulbs. So I don't know if you guys caught that, but now you did. Yes, I did this. I know. I did kind of pour on I tried my best on the Kobe logo, especially on the Nike logo, and of course I wrote "keep going," so it could, you know, I thought it was fun at the time, and I was like, you know what, let me just, you know, do a little something. But see what I mean? It's the 270s, yeah, right. So I thought that was completely random, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I purchased it. So what I got here, the Light Bulbs, very poppy colorways. You can see the black swoosh really reminds me of the Bruce Lee's, if anything, just without the you know, the scratch, right? And then or the Del Sols, if anything, and around this area, it's very soft. It's I think it's suede. Yeah, it's a suede material. I really like this part. I actually forgot about that little part there, because on the Dark Knights it has I think it's pebble leathered, very soft leather. But it really doesn't feel cheap, at least to me. But it's very dope. It's not like one of those like synthetic leathers, as you can see, but it's very pebbled, and I really like the feel of it. I don't know, I think some people might have a little problem with that, or some players, but to me, it doesn't really bother me. It really doesn't. Kobe 6, to me, at least the OG Kobe 6s, are so cool. I remember at the time when I was hearing the raves about the shoe, you know, I remember a lot of guys telling me, hey man, those Kobe 6s are, you know, you gotta get on that. You know, I never owned a pair of Kobe 6s in my life until these first two are the only 6s that I have. Surprisingly enough, like I mentioned before, I don't have a Pro Troll. You know, I was trying to get it on retail like everybody else, and it's really hard to get them in resale, especially when it comes to like the Del Sol colorway or especially the Grinches, obviously, or the recent shoe that came last year, the Gigi. Those are very dope, by the way. Love the white swoosh, and all the scales all black, but very, very nice and shiny. I mean, and of course the story behind it, you cannot deny how great of a story it is, especially one that represents Gigi Bryant herself. So, you know, we're very, very praising the basketball culture, you know, performances. You see NBA players wearing it. I mean, you see NBA players wearing more Pro like DeMar DeRozan or PJ Tucker, Josh Giddey from the Oklahoma City Thunder, and as well as I think Jared Vanderbilt wore Kobe 6s as well, and especially Sabonis from Sacramento Kings. All these players, they really either love playing with the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, or even the 8s. The 8s are also one of the greatest performances out there. Owning these OGs for sure, I would say, you know, they really don't disappoint at all. Looks of it, aesthetically, very cool. I think they're very dope when it's on the court. You know, a lot of guys really like playing on it. But another problem that I had with the shoe too is that you could easily get injured from it, just because it's a low top. Obviously, the very first time when I bought up on one of these 6s, I remember like, okay, you know, this is really cool. Like, it's promising. I see what these players are talking about, and they are not wrong. You know, everything about this shoe overall, the grip, the weight of it, but then the traction is so freaking badass. Traction over here is as I am showing you guys, you know, very honeycomb, but it really stands out, and it really lasts for a long time. As you can see here, it really gives you the aesthetic of it. Now, what I really wish for the Kobe 6s to have overall, especially on the Procho line, is full zoom. Obviously, you know, I think that will make a huge difference, and probably, and I would say this, probably take over the Kobe 5 in terms of performance ranking, at least in my honest opinion. It has that advantage to do so, but a lot of guys still, you know, love the Kobe 6 performance, even with 2 zooms on the shoe. But you could tell that I really worn this off. But they're very comfortable. I would tell you that. You know, quite frankly enough, these 2 pairs are not even, like literally not even my favorite colorway. I would tell you this, my favorite colorway of the Kobe 6 line will be the 3Ds. Oh my god, those shoes right there. And I remember this when I saw them at Foot Locker when I was a kid at the time. Or yeah, 12 years ago actually. Yeah, I was barely a teen, or pretty much a teenager at the time. But god dang, those 3D Kobe 6s, love them. I freaking love them. I remember when it was part of the, you know, the Procho line too, and if there was any way for those shoes to be released, I would have, oh my god, I would have gotten them. But it wasn't, unfortunately. The 3D colorway was a part of the Procho line, and I really wish that was released and built from scratch once again. Dark Knights and light bulbs are very dope. To be quite frankly, because the nerd side of me, I would like to do, you know, I choose the Dark Knights just because the story of it. I know the Chaos overall is like a very underrated or overlooked colorway, but that shit is dope. I can't ignore that either, because my homie prefers that Chaos Kobe 6 than the Kobe 5 Chaos, and I respect that. I respect that opinion. I just feel like overall, when I first got the light bulbs, I was like, you know what, it's okay. I don't have a yellow pair. I want to represent something that's really brightful, but then also fun, and then also, like, you know, just give it a little pop on the court. And then when I got the Dark Knights, I'm like, you know what, yeah, I do like Batman, I do like the Dark Knight, and I do like, you know, I respect DC Comics overall, And since Kobe is a really big fan of Batman as well, it's like, oh, you know what, I might as well. And it's like a nerd side of me, and then the other side is like, you know, just being very you know, very joyful. That's why I got these two pairs. But then overall, I really needed a Kobe 6 in my collection as well. You know, personally, not my top favorite silhouette, but it is amongst, and I really wholeheartedly cannot blame not just Kobe fans, but basketball sneaker fans in general, that the Kobe 6 is preferably the best silhouette in the Kobe line of all time. And I won't complain about that, you know, but I see, and I very much understand why the Kobe 6 is the chosen one of them all. And I really would never ever hate that opinion. And because the shoe itself, phenomenal, and Nike really did a great job on how they built this shoe. Still to this day, I surprisingly don't have a Pro, but I am very glad that I have the Dark Knights and the light bulbs. Like, I just feel like, you know, having OGs is really cool. Fun fact on this, the insole that I'm using on the light bulbs is a Dr. Scholl's insole, which is pretty useful. And I would tell you guys to actually go true to size with this. I have it sized up with the light bulbs, you know, 9.5, and the other was the 9. At the time, I was just like, I don't think the light bulbs, they didn't have my size. And then when I got a 9.5, I was like, you know what, I think I'll get away with it. And I did. I actually did. It does feel a little bit loose. And I forgot to mention, but the zoom unit is right above, it's right here, and then the other one is like right over here. It's like a little ball, not a huge ball, but I heard down the Pro line, the ball is like much more bigger. I think all in the forefoot, right, at least from here. And then the same zoom unit right here. If I'm wrong, please let me know down below, because I know in the Pro line they really fixed that issue for sure. But in other words, it still performs like the Kobe 6s, at least in the OG. But I really have fun playing with this for damn sure. You really do feel why this is a great basketball sneaker overall. In my honest opinion, like, there will be at times the Kobe 6 does perform better than the Kobe 5s, but especially, I would tell you this, it does perform better than the Kobe 4s, and definitely better than the 7s, obviously. But it really performs better than the 10s and 11s. But with the 9s, very underrated. I cannot wait to talk about my Kobe 9s for sure. But definitely Kobe 6s, it's phenomenal, and I'm glad that it worked out, because it's actually an iconic look in the Kobe line for sure. So let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you have a pair of Kobe 6, both Pro or OG. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and now, so with that, take care. More videos to come. Thank you all. Woo-wee. The Caped Crusader, y'all, and the Thundercats. Not just kidding, light bulbs. Catch y'all next time. Yeah.